6 or 7.
6, 7. I just bit right on the highway.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Brian, the Casual Brian, and this is the Casually Too Much podcast. I'm here with your boy JP Too Much.
What up?
It's been a while, but there's a lot to catch up on. So since we last talked, you had your PFL debut.
By unanimous decision, Jean-Pierre Saint-Louis. 5 in a row now for the young man from Orlando, Florida.
Yep, I did. August 21st, walked away with the dub, unanimous decision.
Yo, that I was watching. Let me tell you, I don't doubt your abilities, but it's almost harder to watch your friends fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, honestly, it really is. It's like anytime I watch one of my friends fight, my heart starts beating super hard. It's like I start leaning forward to watch the fight like I'm playing a game, trying to get serious. It's like, come on. You almost get like unfairly critical because you just want them to win. It's like, come on, don't let them hit you with that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like every single shot. It's like, don't get hit with nothing, even though you know it's going to happen. But yeah, watching my friends fight lets me know that it's like, damn, I really put my family through it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I can't even imagine for family. My parents used to come watch me do jujitsu, and my mom says she couldn't stand it, man. That was the one thing. I used to always say, I lose, I'm not going to lose by a ref decision. They're going to have to tap me. Until my mom came to watch me fight, and I was like, no, I'm not getting choked out in front of my mom and scar her for life. So I just tapped. Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, there was no point in the fight where I thought you were going to lose, but with refs, it's always like tricky and scary. You know what I mean?
Yeah, refs, the judges, you honestly never know.
Judges,
that's
not refs.
That's why I try to just make sure that it's like I stay as dominant as I can. I understand that it's a fight. I'm gonna get hit, I can get taken down, but those little moments in a fight doesn't dictate how everything will go. Granted, as a finisher, out of my 12 wins, 10 of them are finishes. I'm used to finishing people and getting them out of there, but sometimes you're not going to get everybody out of there, and you have to be like analytical, pragmatic about everything. And sometimes you got to just like win the fight on all the scorecards. And that is something that, like, with all the great fighters, they might have a lot of finishes, but sometimes they're going to have a tough guy that they can't get out of there. You got to know how to win it on points too.
Yo, I was really surprised that you didn't take that guy out. Not that you weren't trying, or not that you didn't do what it was needed. The guy just was like tough as nails, man. I'm like, how is this guy still standing?
Tell me about it, bro. I was like, bro, how are you not? Like, he told me that he was hurt, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think he said he was hurt. I don't want to put words in his mouth because we're actually cool. It's actually kind of interesting. I made my LFA debut against him. So, like, bigger moments in my career, making my national TV debut was against him, and then making my PFL debut was against him on ESPN.
Was he already in the PFL, or was that both of y'all's first PFL fight?
That was both of our first fight. Yeah.
Okay. And now, do you have another PFL fight scheduled, or how does that work?
I'm waiting to see. Technically under, like, how much of this can I say?
I didn't even think about that. Yeah. It's all good.
I'm just waiting to see. Honestly, never know what's in store, if they want to get me another fight, or if somehow, like, for some reason I got released. It's like,
that's
just
so interesting.
Look to fight somewhere else, I guess.
I would think that a win in your debut would, like, guarantee you like another fight at least at the minimum. But
yeah, especially it was an entertaining fight.
Yeah, it was a good fight. You guys kept coming forward. You guys had crazy action the entire time. You know what I mean? Like, what more could you want from both of you guys? Even though he lost, it wasn't like he didn't put on an entertaining fight, man. I think that both of y'all did a great showing.
Yeah, and that's one of the things. It's like, I would hope, is like, even though he lost, which for me, it's like, as a competitor, I want you to lose. You're fighting me. It's like, we're friends and all that, but business is business. I got to get mine.
So you guys were friends between the two fights? I thought this happened after your second fight.
Oh, no. So we fought in 2017, and then 2022, we trained together for a little bit. And he was actually someone that I worked with a lot for, like, my past 2 fights before we fought each other. So it was one of those things. It's like, bro, we're both, like, looking for the same thing. This is our big promotional debut opportunity. We can't say no to it. So it's like, when I got the fight, I was like, dang. I was like, all right, we got to do it.
So that's crazy. How were you able to get into the mental space that you were in because it was war in there. Like it was like one of y'all are gonna drop, but both of y'all had that energy. And to know that y'all were like friends and y'all had helped each other, that's wild to me.
Mental space is, I guess I'm a cold motherfucker, man. I was like, hey, it is
That's
what
that
it
Toby
is.
Rama. That's that Toby
Right?
Rama in you.
And that's why I say Toby Rama is my favorite Hokage. Him and Minato, because they both
favorite? Oh my god.
Favorite.
I said what I said.
People can say what they want about it, but I feel like you can understand how I can. It's like it makes sense how you like Toby Rama, but we can get into that another time. But it honestly, it wasn't that hard, and we like each other. But at the end of the day, a fight's a fight, and I'm not gonna go back and forth over and say, oh, I like this guy so much. But we are cool, and I root for him. I've been rooting for him since we fought. So that also makes it a little bit easier. It was unfortunate, and I had to kind of accept that. I was like, I don't prefer to fight people that I like and I'm cool with, but it's a done deal, and turn that side of me off. It's business. I'm gonna beat you up. That's what I always say. I'm gonna beat you up. You're gonna try to beat me up, and we're gonna be cool after it. Then
I mean,
that's pretty much how it is. And if he has a fight coming up and he wants my help, I'd gladly help him because like I'm rooting for him.
Yeah. I mean, as somebody who's trained with you in jiu-jitsu, I completely understand what you're saying. I mean, there's no friendship in our rounds. It's just like I remember when I first started training with you, I was like, oh, I can't do it. I don't have it in me. This guy is too tough. Because it's one thing if you were just strong, but you're strong and technical. And it's like, oh my gosh, just give me something that I can get on him, you know? But
I feel you. But don't sell yourself short, man. It's like I had to. Because if I didn't do you like that and bring that energy, you would have wrapped me up and submitted me. So it's like I have to, because it's always like that. It's like the more skilled someone is, the more you got to bring it. And it's not like I go crazy, you know? It's not like I'm
no, it's not like that. It's you know, like you're saying right now, you bring it. And it makes me better. I've gotten better from training with you. Like for sure. Yeah.
Man,
so that's cool,
something
man.
people always tell me. My intensity is always, it's like, you know what you're gonna get out of me every single time.
Well, that's dope, man. I'm glad that you got that dub. But it actually inspired me to work harder because you know Fusion was on that run. I said, man, let me step my game up. You know what I mean? So like I've been over here in the dungeon, like making these videos, man, working hard.
And you've been killing it on IG. You blew that shit up, and it's like I'm expecting at least before the end of the year, you're probably gonna hit 75.
75.
To me, that's what I'm thinking, because it's only a matter of time before. What was the video? The Frieren video?
Yeah.
That was one I was like, oh shit, he's been posting on here more. That was the one I peeped. This is a good ass fucking video, especially with Frieren being one of my favorite animes that I've watched this year.
I didn't know that. I didn't know you were a Frieren fan. Oh, dude, Frieren. That's amazing.
To me, I'm like, I love anything like fantasy, and then also it gives me like Lord of the Rings vibes.
Yeah, I can see that.
And a journey.
I tell people all the time, I say Frieren has something for everybody. I mean, the only thing they don't really have is like romance, but you get it with Fern and Stark. So it's there a little bit, but I mean, adventure, fight, character development, beautiful animation. I mean, whatever you want. That's why I don't get like when the solo leveling fans kind of beef with Frieren fans. It's like you can enjoy Frieren too. You know what I mean? I enjoy solo leveling, you know.
People always act like you have to be a diehard loyal fan to one and you can't like two. It's like I only wear Nikes, I don't wear Adidas.
Right.
It's like you think they give a shit. It's like you're not on their payroll, bruh. And even people that are on their payroll will wear other things. But that's America. People like to like make a team and categorize themselves for everything. It's like, are you a Chevy or are you a Ford person? It's just like
right.
It's like
that's how we're raised. That's how we're brought up. It's like, you know, and it's not even just that like you're a Chevy person. It's like you're a Chevy person and you hate Ford people. That's the part that I don't like. You know what I mean? Like if you like the Cowboys, you gotta hate the Redskins or the Commanders now. You know what I mean? Like you can like more than one thing. You know what I mean? I love Frieren. That's one of my favorite anime of all time. And I also really like solo leveling. You know what I mean? They're completely different things. And I enjoy it for different reasons. You know
and
what I
like
mean?
I love Naruto and I love Boruto.
I can't get down. I can't get down with Boruto. I feel like this is okay. This is the one. I'm not very gatekeepy. I'm not very like OG anime. my thing is with stories, like when a story's been told, anything beyond that, I feel like is a money grab. You know what I mean? Like I understand fully that there are people that love Boruto. They say it has great characters, you know, but in the manga it's better than the anime. But I'm good, man. I saw Naruto be a Hokage. That's all I needed. That's all I wanted. That's all I signed up for. You know, if
Nah.
Luffy gets the One Piece, I'm not watching anything else. I don't want to see anyone else a new journey. The only thing I would watch for both is like Minato's story, Jiraiya's story, Shanks, Roger. If they did like a thing about that I would love to see.
You
But
want more
you know,
lore, like
yeah, I want more lore. That's because
world
that
building lore.
yeah, that deepens the story for me and the connection. But continuing on, and it's never the same. But okay, I've only watched the movie. Tell me, is Boruto really good?
Bro, manga. That's the thing. The movie was good. Read the manga until they do a Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood type thing for Boruto and take out all that bull. Do not watch it because I actually watched it when it first came out and I was like, yo, this is ass. Fights were good. I'm not gonna lie, they had some good fights, but it was like trash. I literally was just like, bro, this is so whack, all filler. I don't
Straight
care
buzz.
about these kids. Literally them kids, but the manga is so good. And what you say about like a story being finished, I'm like, yo, quiero más. I need more. When One Piece is done, don't need anything.
Yeah.
Like you said, you could explain everything before. Like you can even do prequel or not prequels, but like maybe like a short 10 episodes on Roger, 10 episodes on Rocks, all that stuff. That would be cool. Or Ace. Like it was cool to see what was going on in Wano, right?
Yeah,
but
yeah. That was
even
really
Blackbeard or like God Valley. Granted, in the manga they're kind of going over God Valley, but
yeah, God Valley is going crazy. Like the Rock's backstory has been so amazing. It's
so good.
It's so crazy to me how Oda does that. Like he's in the middle of this great story because Elbath is great. And then he just says, you know what? I'm just going to go back and I'm going to do this crazy backstory. And we forget it's been months, I think, that they've been in God Valley. You know what I mean? That's crazy. That's wild. And it's
seeing the origin of characters, like the major players that are major players right now, seeing their origin stories.
Yeah.
Seeing, I don't want to say it and spoil. Honestly,
well, we could just say spoilers.
Yeah, spoiler. Seeing like Dragon's story, seeing that he was in the Marines and then he killed a fucking celestial dragon.
That was wild.
That was like wild. I just love seeing all that. I forgot about Elbath. I don't even want them to go back to Elbath. And then seeing everybody fight Emu, like that
was crazy.
It's crazy. And it's the fact that Garp, I know you hate Garp, and I don't hate Garp.
I don't hate Garp. I just think that we give him a pass, man. Like the guy, he knows who he's working for and working with. And he did establish Sword, which is kind of like a almost like collaborative organization with the Navy. But how can you work with them? You know what I mean? Like, how can you work under the Gorosei and Emu? They're pure evil.
I got this. This might be a hard one, but you think of any extremely conscious pro-black person that maybe worked for like law enforcement, especially during the civil rights movement. Not that things have gone away, but things have changed a little bit, but then not as much as we wanted it to.
Right.
Working for like the FBI, you know, when FBI installed like COINTELPRO to take down Black Panthers, any black solidarity movement, and they're still trying to establish some change. And I feel like sometimes it can feel like it's like, bro, you're not doing enough. When you think about if one black life is saved, that is at least a black life that shouldn't have been ended.
That's a good argument.
So it's like, yeah, I feel like no matter what, it's hard, but it's like you think about if you get wrongfully accused of something and that black cop happens to be on your case and fights for you, that's one person's life that shouldn't have been thrown in jail for something they didn't do or protected from the shitty justice system that we have sometimes. So that's why I'm like, Roger isn't bad because the same way I can't say not all black cops or black federal agents are like, they're doing something.
I see what you say. I mean, no, I think that's a really great argument. And I think that it stands up because Garp, even though he still was in the Marines, he would do what he wanted. So, you know, because what matters is not so much that the cops are there, but if they're willing to stand up and say what happened happen actually, or do the
Yeah.
right thing. And so I do think that we've seen Garp do the right thing. Although, I mean, I feel like he should have helped Ace. I think he had, I think he had the ability to help Ace. Kind of
That
wild. I mean, but
he
I
was
I
held
think
back
that
though.
he
He could
wasn't
have
held
done
back.
something. I get it, but
He
it's
could have
like
done he could have done something.
he
Like
was
he
held
let
back.
himself be restrained.
That
The guy wasn't Sengoku.
Mhm.
He wasn't using hockey. He wasn't using anything. He was just holding him down with like he wasn't even in his Buddha form.
But
So it's like
check this out.
I
You think about this. A friend who's strong, right?
right.
Equally, maybe pretty strong, is holding you back. You know, if you wanted to get away from them, you would have to use a lot of your own strength and possibly hurt them. Because
Yeah.
it's like, I think about it's like times I've been held back by a friend. And I remember he was holding me back and I wanted to fight this dude so bad. But in my head, I'm like, I'm going to have to hurt you to get to him. And is that worth it? Is it
Yeah.
worth hurting you? Granted, it is a little
It
bit
was
different because Akainu put a hole through his adopted son's chest. Like that is
Yeah.
a whole different thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's where it's like he also he let Ace be a man. Like he chose what he wanted, picked that life, knowing that that's what's gonna happen to you. And even at that, even when Ace died, he still showed that he's like, I want to put an end to him. I mean, he
It
was
just
struggling the whole time, but it's not the Garp show, you know.
it just reminds me of like the whole you've watched Bleach?
Yeah, I'm not
So
fully
like
finished with 1,000-Year Blood War, but I read it already.
but it's fine. Like Soul Society is what I'm thinking of. When Renji, he wanted to help Rukia. He thought things were going to be fine, but he was standing on the sideline and he didn't do anything. And then Byakuya, everybody was like, "Oh, I hope this works out. Oh, but I'm not going to, do anything." It's like, bro, you gotta stand up and not leave it to chance because we see what happened. Ace ended up with a hole in his chest, and so I can get into the whole thing. Like it kind of goes what you're saying. Ace made his own choice. He could have kept running. He should have kept running. It was disrespectful to all the people that had put their lives on the line for him to stop and turn and allow himself to be goaded and baited. But that's a whole nother story.
I need to send you this TikTok that I just watched something about it. It's like Ace needed to die for Luffy. It was gonna be that, and for the story wise, he had to die. And then same thing. It's like if Luffy if it was reversed, if Blackbeard didn't go after didn't go after Ace, he was gonna go after Luffy.
That's what he said.
What I wanted to say is we gave an update about me. I want you to give an update about yourself because you've been doing a lot. You've been killing on TikTok. You've been killing on Instagram. You went to the TikTok Creator Summit and motivating me to try to do better with my social media. But I'm just like, damn, this motherfucker is not missing. Like you found like your groove and you're riding that shit.
It's man, the thing about it, man, like, and I appreciate it, man. I mean, the coolest thing about it is I'm really inspired by like y'all, like what y'all were doing, and like you hit a massive growth spurt on Instagram, and I'm around all these people that are making like this dope content, and they're growing, and like we grow. In part, I don't know, man. TikTok really showed love, and they kind of stepped up and they say, "Hey, man, we like what you're doing, and we have an opportunity for you." And they were serious. And at first, I was skeptical because all the platforms they come to you. I mean, Facebook came to me once with like 30,000 a month. And I was like, "Oh my god, this is life changing, bro." I didn't see any of that. So when the platforms come to me, I'm like, "All right, well, whatever," because last summer, man, I was getting 20 million views a month, and I don't think I made more than $200 on Instagram. So people have come with big numbers before and it just never pans out. And this time I just kind of, I was in the right place with the right content at the right time. And, I just said, well, what if I try like as hard as I can? You know what I mean? And like I said, like what helped me was seeing all y'all, like, you got your dub and your debut. Fusion was on like a 5-fight win streak, watching Charles do his thing, and some other creators that I rock with, So anyway, just all that stuff just kind of showed me like, man, just go all out, Brian. Like I had a good client and I don't have anything bad to say about them. They were like the biggest client I ever had. And the relationship kind of soured for some personal reasons. And it was really devastating, man. Like my income, like I was making roughly about 90K a year. And I went all the way down to like $750 a month. And I was like, bro, it's going to always be that. If I'm working for other people, why don't you just try to work for yourself? And so I did, man. It's been about a 2.5-year journey. This year, TikTok stepped up. I tried to meet the energy, and man, it's been great. TikTok has really changed my life. I encourage everybody, man, if you can. It seems like it's like a long path to get to it, but I feel like TikTok and YouTube really care about their creators. If you got a big following, Facebook can be profitable, Meta, but TikTok and YouTube are going out of their way to like help you get to where you want to go because it's good for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
Like,
drive more
right.
people to their stuff. Yeah. Shit,
Cool.
man, you got me motivated to be like, you know, it, JP. Go get your YouTube shit back up. Like in an admirable way, not like a hating way. It's like, how the is he doing this so many times?
Bro.
And it's like I'm watching your videos, it's like the cadence of how you're talking to the point where it's like when you're switching to like the anime and then keeping the voiceover, I'm like, this shit is seamless.
But see, the thing about it is like, so two things. Like, just talk to my fiance about like me working. Like last night, my cousin hit me up. We went out for like some drinks. We just haven't we hadn't been out in a while. Bro, I was out at the bar editing. You know what I mean? Like I'm still editing. I got to get those 4 videos up, prepping on the car ride over. Like, you know what I mean? There's no downtime for me. Like until I get that last video, which is a minimum of 4, I'm going to be like, you know, doing stuff, you know, if like if we're watching like TV and she goes up to go to the bathroom, I grab my phone. I start prepping the images, you know. I got to find all those video clips. And it's like I just basically took what I was doing and said, how can I make it better? You know what I mean? Like how you were just talking about with the voiceover and the images. I used to do all images because I was like, it's too hard. And then I was like, it's not that hard. The same way I'm doing the images, I can just drop in a video clip and CapCut. It's not that difficult. I mean, it is hard finding the images, but even that's gotten like easier. And I'm actually in a place now where people are starting to reach out to do like edits and clip and stuff for me. And like I have good relationships with people that you know, I take clips from, and you know, it's not like something I have to worry about. But man, it's just been like when I was talking to the people on TikTok and they were kind of saying some of the adjustments I can make. I was like, man, that's a lot, man.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And they were like, bro, but we're gonna pay you. I was like, oh, you know what? They're right. They are going to pay me. So every time I'm like getting a little tired or like I want to get lazy on an edit, I say, Brian, this is worth this amount. You know what I mean? Like you're doing this at your leisure. Last month I went to New York twice, once for a wedding and then once for the TikTok summit, man. And I'm just like all off making money off TikTok. And I think that Instagram is going to eventually come around because like I'm getting crazy numbers over there. You know, it's just, yeah, man, it's just worth it, man. You know what I mean? Like to be in a situation where like I can eat for real off of making videos. It drives me, man. Like, you know what I mean? And then when I was at the TikTok summit, which was so dope, by the way, they really went out of their way to like give us some tools and show us some stuff. I learned some stuff on CapCut, man. That was crazy with the AI. I mean, like, because like, you know, I still have the other channel where I do like the food stuff and like more traveling and funny stuff. Man, every time I go out to eat, I should make a video because with their AI auto like generator, man, you can just throw those clips in there. You have so many different options, man. There's just like no excuses, man. No excuses anymore. But the biggest thing, the dopest thing was meeting the other creators. That you would talk about inspiration, fam. Yeah. They are locked in, bro. People are not playing, man. They were taking notes. I started picking their brains, man, about how to even come up with ideas, man. Understanding how to use ChatGPT or other AI sources for like ideas, bro. But it's because they're paying. It's worth it, you know what I'm saying? So the summit was dope, man. It was like kind of like a keynote and some like master classes, and then we had an after party sponsored by Microsoft, which was insane, man. Great food, free drinks, bro. People were dancing. There was a guest artist. It's like it was like one of them times where I was like, yo. I mean, I'm sure it's kind of similar to how you felt first time you pulled up to the PFL and you had like your name and all your gear and stuff, man.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It makes you feel like it's like, all right, this is like what I've been working towards. I'm starting to see a little bit of the fruits of the like my labor.
Right.
I know I definitely felt it after the win. I was being thankful, grateful for being there because I had to think about the fact that, you know, I guess like percentage wise, most fighters don't even get to fight on ESPN. They don't get to have like a promotional debut for one of the biggest organizations. And I had to like look back and really think it's like, you know, even though I'm not like where I want to be and where I know I can be, I know that I've actually done a lot of things that a lot of people can say that it's like they've never done it. And it's not to like shit on them. It's just like you've done things. It's like, yeah, you haven't done exactly what you wanted, but you have done a lot. Like be thankful for it. You want more, cool. But also understand it's like right now you're doing something that's pretty cool. Enjoy it. And that was honestly like the first time ever for any of my fights that I actually enjoyed the whole process. Like enjoyed every single part of it. I was making videos, having fun before the fight because I used to feel like I wasn't allowed to have fun if I was fighting. And it was me being me. Honestly, that was the thing. It's like I was enjoying myself and being me.
Yeah, that video you did with your wife was hilarious.
Which one?
Like the one where she's You're like more water.
Oh, yeah, it's just like I don't like ideas were just hitting me. I was like, it's fight week. Let me see if I can grow a fan base, a bigger one, using the PFL's name.
Smart.
And like it helped. It was like I'll say it's like I think like 1,500 during like fight week and all that
Nice.
stuff during fight week and all that. And I'm like, cool. I mean, granted, other videos are still like doing numbers, but and then winning the fight, I was like, all right, now I can actually enjoy the fruit. It's like getting there, I can see the fruit. Winning the fight is like, all right, now I can enjoy it. I can take a bite. I can. It all like came together. So yeah, both like feel the same thing. You being there at the TikTok Creator Summit for me, I'm like, damn, it's like that would be cool to be invited to something. I just
it could happen.
I feel like the way that you were like, I need to go, like you go all out. That's where I feel like I struggle because I know how to go all out for MMA. I know how to push myself, train, do what I need to be doing, know how to go all out, fighting, working, all that stuff. But going all out on like my creative goals, that is where I'm like, how the fuck do I even do that? Like I'm trying to still figure it because I like post, I'm active, I'm doing things. But I remember one time we talked about it and you were like, do you have like a schedule? I was like, no. And it was when I'm posting like daily. It's like, so you just literally post. I'm like, bro, I'll wake up in the morning and be like, have no idea, get to the gym. All right, I want to record this and then go and get it done. But I need a better process because everyone who's really like grinding is doing something. So yeah, seeing you doing that is just motivating. I'm like,
that was actually something that like I picked up at the summit. A lot of those creators, they have a really tight schedule. You know what I mean? And I was like, yo, I'm a little too loose with it, and I could be maximizing, and not so much like getting more work done, but just having more time, free time, that's not interrupted by making videos. The schedule, man, like, for us, a schedule is like life, bro. Or otherwise we're just going to be like touching things all throughout the day, and it just kind of starts to feel overwhelming.
Yeah.
At least for me.
Which makes me wonder, when do you have a chance to watch anime? Because to me, I'm like, this man's got to be recording like all day. But I know you can't record all day. I'm assuming that you probably have like blocks of time. I'm going to get this much stuff out.
So I have a lot of time actually. I normally batch record. So like I normally will do a minimum of 3 videos at a time. And then like, so I have like 4 videos I recorded last night, and then I posted, I think 2. I got 2. I'll probably do 1 or 2 today. And then I just like, I normally, it depends on what I'm watching. Like if it's something that me and my my girl are watching, then I'll wait for her to get off of work. If it's not, I'll just watch it whenever. You know what I mean? It does get hard to find time. Crazy. Like I've been trying to watch the newest season of My Hero, and I have not found the time yet, and it drives me crazy. What I've started doing on Monday and Wednesday, I'll kill myself. I'll be working like all day from when I wake up till when I go to sleep. And then on Tuesday and Thursday, I have a lot more free time. So I can just say, I want to play some video games. I want to watch some animes and like that. Because really, I just need a minimum of 6 or 7.
6, 7. I just bit right on the highway.
Like recorded videos, and then the other ones I do a lot of green screen too, and I can do that at any time. So but it's I wish I watched more anime, to be honest, but I watch a good amount, man. Like I've watched way more different anime now than I used to. I used to be like ninjas and samurai, bro, that's it, and fighting, nothing else. Bro, I watched an anime about robot running a hotel after the apocalypse, and they're just waiting for a customer to come, and they're slowly breaking down over time. But that's because my girl, she goes on Crunchyroll and she's like, oh, this looks interesting. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. And I'm like, oh, it's actually pretty interesting. Yeah, this is fun. You know,
that's, oh shit. You know what? My bad. I meant to say like on camera, congratulations. I know
thank you.
Question and all that.
Yes.
So congrats on that.
Yes, thank you, man. That was a stressful weekend because I wanted to try to do it as a surprise, and I hate surprises like when I'm doing them because they're so stressful. They're way more stressful. Everything for me is way more stressful than it needs to be, and so the whole time I'm just like freaking out. I did 2 restaurants, so I did a small dinner and then a bigger dinner with more people, and I couldn't find the second restaurant because it was during restaurant week, and so everybody was full. But I actually ended up finding one of our favorite spots, and it turned out pretty good, man. I got to have the homies there. She was all in tears, bro. Like, it felt really good. But
that's good.
Now we're on to the real thing, the big boy. You know about the wedding, bro.
I did courthouse with my guy. I did courthouse and then reception at a Brazilian steakhouse. steakhouse. I was like,
See, I
I'm
think
not
that's the
even
way to
gonna do
go.
it. I was like, I'm
I
not.
think
I got too big of a
no.
family, too many friends. I was like,
Yeah.
too much, bro.
No,
Yeah, I was
I
like,
think we're gonna do a ceremony, but I think we're gonna go heavy on the party, light on the ceremony. You know what I mean? Like that's what for me is the most important thing. So yeah, man, we got to wrap this up because I actually have to head out to a therapy session coming right up.
bet. You know, that's the one thing as a man that I've done therapy as well. And you know, it can kind of be frowned upon within like what people consider like masculine spaces or masculinity in itself, which also has me thinking about like anime that I've been watching. You kind of hinted on it too, or touched on it with different anime that your girl suggests. And that makes me want to talk about like masculinity in anime and kind of diving into different anime that's not just shonen or seinen, you know, getting into the josei or shoujo type anime. And I don't know, just being open to the fact that masculinity is on a spectrum and you can still be very masculine while enjoying other things. I know I do. And it's like
I agree.
And it is what it is. Like some people might frown upon it, but I think it's definitely a healthy thing to talk about, especially two Black men talking about how you can still be masculine, but not putting yourself in like a box and not letting yourself enjoy things. And so definitely next episode, we're definitely going to be talking about the masculinity in anime.
Yeah. So be tuned. And if you enjoyed this podcast, be sure to subscribe to this podcast. And you can follow this podcast as well as our own personal pages on Instagram, TikTok, and wherever. I'm at The Casual Brian. And you can also search Brian Casually Watches Anime.
And I'm JP Too Much on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube.
All right, fam. Appreciate y'all.